Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy mad, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Parts.
Boom, boom, boom. I hear you say testicle.
Testicle.
Testy.
Out of the taint. You know what I was thinking about?
I guess so.
Like,
almost.
Obviously, the taint is between things. Like, there are just so many taints.
Really thinking about the taint, are we?
Yeah, we're already talking. We're on taint talk. Because there's the taint between Christmas and New Year's. Mm-hmm. But then there's the taint between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, that's a different one. Definitely different.
Multiple
different
taints
vibe.
on the body.
I
mean, this is Diane's body we're talking about here.
Yeah, she's kind of different.
Yeah, she has minimum 4 taints.
She's a guy's girl. She's minimum force taints.
Oh, force taints. Well, I guess technically this is coming out in the new year, the year of 2024. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay about it. I mean, can you believe both of us are still alive and haven't been murdered yet?
Frankly, no.
Frankly, no.
I was on TikTok, and
as she does.
As I do. And they were talking about a Black Swan event. Do you know what that is?
No. What's a Black Swan event?
A Black Swan event is like something huge, monumental that happens that isn't predictable at all. But then after it happens, in hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, of course that was going to happen. It's something that like alters the world in ways that you couldn't even imagine. Like, so but like, how are you going to go and predict something unpredictable?
I guess. I mean, you're right.
I think they're just
kind of be like, oh, that, I guess. I mean, like
just say World War III and be done with it. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, okay, what about, a lot of people dying around Christmas time? Is that the same thing? A Black Swan event where you're just like, oh, I guess that makes sense. That person was really unwell. That person was really cold.
Let me look up Black Swan events. Like, I wonder if 9/11 was one.
You're like, oh, wait, that made sense. We were going to invade Iraq.
The 2008 financial crisis are considered examples of black swans, along with the burst of the dot-com bubble. Okay, so these seem to be mostly financial related. The Black Swan illustrates a severe limitation to our learning from observations and experience. Okay. The collapse of Lehman Brothers in the 2008 financial crisis, along with the 2001 dot-com bubble. Earlier Black Swan examples include the rise of the internet and the personal computer, World War I, the dissolution of the Soviet Union, and the September 11th terrorist attacks.
I mean, I guess it's just like, maybe we should just pay attention to trends and patterns better. My name is Diane.
My name is also Diane, and it does seem like all of these things are sort of predictable. But
is that what an economist does? I feel like I bring up economists once every 4 months, but it's like, is that what they do? What are the people that predict and like based on like trends and shit? Email Diane. Can't look that up myself.
You're a trendsetter. Could
I look that up right now in the testicle? No, I'm not going to slow us down right now.
I mean, it's
December 1st.
It is December 1st, by the way.
Yeah. We have to rush this along.
It's New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. We have no plans. We're a planless duo, which is fine by me. I hope it stays that way.
I have plans. I just don't want to.
I do have ominous vibes about 2024. I don't know if it's because it's an election year. I don't know if it's because of the wars.
That's what everyone's saying, though, because it's an election year. I mean, I'm going to be so tired of election shit by January 2nd. January 1st, I'll take my time from everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be
tomorrow.
I'm gonna slide. Well, first of all, if I do end up going to a fondue party tonight, I will be constipated sliding into January 1st.
Okay.
So I may not slide in at all. It may be more of a slow turn.
Oh, right. You're gonna clog your way into the new year.
Yeah,
kind and of like not the shoe.
Not the shoe.
The toilet.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've all.
I need a super toilet to suck it out of my ass.
Okay, well, I think that's a perfect place to end the testicle.
My name is Diane.
And you know what I would say?
What?
The super toilet, Black Swan event.
Black Swan event. Why are they all money events?
I think that was just the website I looked at.
Okay.
Email Diane.
wealthygorilla.com
/ Black Swan.
Black Swan events.
Yeah, that's
sponsored
actually. My Black Swan event is when Wealthy Gorilla hired that cartoonist.
Oh, yeah. Not an AI cartoonist.
Yeah, it's
which
definitely
is a
not
computer.
AI. It's definitely a perfect artist.
Oh, I think they're perfect.
Email Diane.
You ever get texts at the same time from multiple people at like a random time like this, like 2:47, you're just like, why are two people who are completely different texting me at one time? And it feels like they're both just like picking up their phone now to look at their phone.
Black Swan event.
Black Swan event.
I mean, it's 2:47, time to text Julia. And if I wasn't with you right now, I'd be texting.
It's like, why is that such like is that a predetermined time that people will text?
I mean, not to pre-jump on the bad boys, but had the bad boy we just co-experienced happened when you were not here,
my God, it would be as fun.
It would not have been as fun.
I don't think I've actually ever seen you laugh that hard.
I'm telling you, I don't think I've laughed that hard. In 2 years.
Which is just kind of fun because, like, I know that, like, if we were to be, I guess, like, what do you call it? I don't know. Like, someone whips out their dick in front of us, I wouldn't be afraid. If someone was trying to sexually assault us at the same time,
yeah,
I would count on you to absolutely laugh in their face.
Well, first of all, it was not assault. They didn't even know, or did they?
Oh, no, it wasn't assault. But like, when someone whips out their dick with the intention to scare you with their penis.
I mean, laughing is kind of if you are in a public space and you're safe and da-da-da-da, laughing is a great defense.
It is a really good defense. I never had that defense. I just kind of go, what?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Well, my name is Julia Davidovich in my defense. Come on, man.
Wow. And my name is Zoe Clar. And you know what? Sometimes I'm just like, it's all groovy.
Oh, sometimes it is all groovy.
But most of the time I'm just like, it is absolutely not groovy. And you to absolutely see my side of the story.
9 times out of 10, it's really not that groovy. It's a full-blown nightmare.
A full-blown night groove.
What is Diane doing for New Year's?
I would say she's drinking wine out of the box, but not tonight, baby.
No, she's definitely watching Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
Oh, yeah. She absolutely
calls them her
loves
boys.
It. Oh, gosh. She's watching the boys tonight.
She cannot wait to watch the boys.
She's hoping that her daughters will drop off their children. Mm-hmm. She really loves to be the grandchild receptacle.
Oh, absolutely.
She also loves her kids, but she'll fully watch Anderson Coop and...
She likes her kids. She loves her grandkids.
More than
and she's
anything in this world.
Obsessed with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
It's like trifecta for her. So if she gets to walk around with a shard and then have a little tootsie later.
Oh, yeah.
From a champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Or, well, she's more of a Prosecco gal, but...
Well, of course,
That's good for her. That's fine. If she's in bed by 12:04, which she won't be, which, maybe. In bed with all of her babies.
She can watch Anderson Cooper from bed. My name is Diane.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
she's a real Ritz cracker and a cheese ball gal.
Oh, I love Ritz cracker.
So good. And I do love a cheese ball.
One thing that I didn't talk to you about earlier, and I said I'll save it for the pod, is the 9-month cruise.
Oh, please tell me about it.
Okay, so this is this big thing that's happening on TikTok right now. And there's a 9-month cruise put on by Royal Caribbean that's around the world.
Yuck. Okay.
And they're literally on the boat for 9 months.
No.
And there's like a group of people who are doing the full 9 months. And then it's also broken up into segments where there's like a Caribbean segment, a European segment, a like Asia segment, whatever. And there's like a big divide between the people who are on it for 9 months and like the segmenters who are just on it for 3 months at a time.
Very weird.
And it's very cliquey on the boat. And there are all these people who are like...
Is it going right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so if you type in like 9-month cruise on TikTok, it'll get in your algorithm and you'll see so much of it.
I'm curious. I didn't even know about this.
It costs like $60,000, I think.
Awful. Wow.
And
it's too much.
Everyone's questions are like, what about the food? Like,
yeah, what about the food? How is it?
Cruise food.
Cruise food sounds like buffet food.
I think it really is.
Is that what it is? It's like Chef Boyardee, which is tasty, honestly.
There's just like the people who paid for the 9-month get benefits that the 3-monthers don't get.
Oh, so when like people buy versus like rent, or they get the affordable housing and they're not allowed to use certain amenities in buildings?
Yes.
Like the other people were?
Yes.
Or are?
Yes.
Is it like that?
It's like that.
Wow. Segregated.
It is. And it's very dramatic because it's like...
That is dramatic.
Technically, the 3-monthers paid more because like, the 9 month is kind of like a deal in a way.
I guess.
But if you pay per segment, you kind of end up paying more.
What port did they come from to start this voyage?
I'm going to guess Florida, somewhere in Florida.
Interesting.
Because they're in the Caribbean right now. They like went to Aruba. I'm like deep in it.
That's so weird. Cruises are so Weird.
You know, there's like a Facebook group and there are people like reporting on the drama. Like,
would you want your mom on that cruise or not?
No, I don't want her to get fucking COVID. Oh, and there has been COVID on the cruise.
Great.
Obviously.
Is this like a big COVID time?
Yes.
What if they all get it at once?
It could happen. Well, I guess one of the people who work on the ship got it. And they're like quarantining, but on the ship.
Now that's a spreader.
Yeah. And apparently the boat's not very big.
Ugh.
I know.
This sounds like a nightmare. Who does this? Wasn't there supposed to be a 1 to 3 year cruise? I forget now. I saw that it was canceled though. And when I saw that headline, I was like, this is disgusting.
I mean, 9 months is so crazy.
9 months is too much. 3 years? Hell patrol.
Like, what are they going to do for these people must
What are you going to do?
Not have kids, not have pets.
They're going to fucking golf and like ride a fucking water
I
slide
mean,
for
they
9
obviously
months.
get off in like all the places and like explore little towns and whatnot, but nightmare.
I mean, you know what? It's like cruises though, for some people are like addictive.
Like how many daiquiris can you possibly have?
That's another good question. But for a certain type of person, they just like love a cruise. They get addicted to them. They're just like on it. They're back. They're back on their cruise. I had a landlord that went on a cruise, honestly, out of the 4 months I lived there.
Oh.
I only lived there for 4 months.
Was this in Long Beach?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like they were gone 3 out of 4 months on separate cruises.
That's so
all
extreme.
Separate. And they would always drop off their dog because we lived with their son. It was such a dumb situation.
Wow. Oh,
Anyway.
right. I remember that. That was...
Listen, sometimes when you want to pay some really cheap rent, you'll live in any situation.
You'll live in a cruise ship.
You'll live in a cruise ship. My name's Diane.
That's the 9 month cruise drama, and the drama absolutely, and the drama keeps dramaing. So I'll definitely like send you. There's like one British woman who is like somehow got in on the Facebook group and is like always recapping the drama on TikTok, being like,
So
a
interesting.
couple got into a fight today. Anyway,
Wow. Okay.
it's
I want
just-
all these updates.
it's
Damn
just
it.
like for some reason I'm obsessed with it.
I mean, very weird. Someone should turn on a goddamn camera in there and make it a reality show.
I know.
I mean, put Below Deck to shame. You've
Well, the
heard of
thing
Below
is-
Deck?
Yeah.
Now you've seen Cruise 9 months, baby.
Above board.
Above
What?
above board.
Think about that.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just like waiting for something to go wrong.
Well, he wants to be on the podcast so badly.
Yeah. I'm just like, I just feel like something's going to go wrong. You know?
Something is going wrong. This thing is still on the fucking water.
Yeah, you're right. That is so wrong. Anyway, who's your bad boy on the block this week?
My itchy back right now. Wow, I just got a really itchy back.
I mean, should we do our joint bad boy
Let
first?
me schlenk this one
Yep.
sec. Smurfs. Your sister's like out for blood. She really
really
wants to
is.
hang out with you.
Come on.
That works still? Amazing.
Amazing.
Um.
Should we do our joint first?
Oh yeah, let's do our joint.
Okay, so Julia and I were sitting outside on my porch,
Beautiful.
just having a perfect conversation
Beautiful
about...
overcast day.
What were we even talking about?
I
Who knows?
honestly don't remember.
We were just talking shit, and I was looking out, and a man walks by. And I noticed something intriguing about this man, and it's that he was pissing. And it was shocking, and I tapped Julia, and I did the thing where I looked at him being like, you know, I was trying to be sneaky. I didn't want to be like, look at the fucking pisser. But like, that's what I was trying to communicate with my eyes.
It really took 2 seconds, though. I'm surprised we even communicated that quickly, but we really did.
Well,
I feel like I got caught on very quickly. I was like,
I didn't want him to notice us, but and we'll post the piss stream in Wilmer Sliderama
yeah,
because
because it was very long.
one of the I mean, honestly,
It was comforting to see, though, because we were like, when did he even whip this out? And then when we saw the piss stream, we're like, okay, well, let's come to the conclusion that this started way back here.
yeah.
I think there was one point where there was like a little bit of, it seemed like he was startled.
Yeah, he experienced a shock.
There was
And I
shock noticing that he would that we were sitting there.
Yeah,
and then
I
he just
think-
tried to casually keep pissing and walking.
Yeah, I think he.
So what are you gonna do
noticed
at that
us.
point?
I think he noticed us, and that's probably when I noticed him. Like maybe I noticed the startle.
I have just honestly, I've never seen Zoe laugh so hard.
Every Sunday.
Wow, that was a mistake, but
It works.
also meatballs.
Oh yeah, I laughed extremely hard, and I don't even know why I got the giggles so hard.
Just
Like
so
it was just
funny.
a miscellaneous.
So casual.
That's the thing
fine.
is like he was just walking. He was walking as if he wasn't in the process of pissing.
When you gotta pee, you gotta pee. And like maybe he just got off the bus or something and like he was just like, Jesus Christ, finally.
The thing is like it was such a long pee.
Yeah.
But a very modest trickle.
I do wish I was a man sometimes just so I could do that. Just like piss and walk and like maybe one person would notice. What are they going to do to me?
And before Diane
Tell me I'm
asks,
pissing?
we didn't see his dick.
No, I couldn't even see it. It's so far away.
He was being very modest.
Yeah. Also, I was not wearing my glasses, but I knew what was happening because I saw the stream.
Also, maybe I heard it. Like you kept
So
asking me
wow.
like, how did you even notice it? Like maybe I heard the piss.
It's like I've just seen so many unwanted dicks in my life that this
honestly,
didn't even register as an unwanted dick.
Because it wasn't like if I had seen the dick, it probably wouldn't have been as funny.
No, and you know what? I was walking home from a movie maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
I literally don't know why.
It's just because it's
sometimes
piss.
you just need a laugh.
You just need a good laugh. But there was a guy that was just like peeing at the bus stop, but it was kind of like I don't even know how he crossed the stream, like how he let us through. Because it was like we almost had to like cross him. It was like, wow, okay, this is quite brave.
Yeah.
But like, there aren't it's not like there are fucking public toilets around, man.
Bad boy, but kind of a good boy because I thoroughly enjoyed this man.
I just wish that humans didn't have to piss so often.
Like
if we only had to pee once a day, that would be great.
Oh, wow.
Like one time in the morning before your day starts, and you're like, and maybe one time before bed. How about that? Twice a day.
Twice a day. And
max.
I think that's a totally fair thing to submit to Congress.
There's nothing crueler than being on public transit and having to pee.
I mean,
or I'm sure in traffic.
Being anywhere and having to pee when there's not a simple solution sucks. And that's why I guess I sympathize with this man, because he was like, I'm on the street walking by this house, I gotta pee. But when we looked at the stream, it was very much like he started a few paces before my house and ended a few paces after. So it was a long pee, but it was very purposefully in front of my home. So I respect him for that.
I don't think purposefully as in like they hate you.
Well, we did startle him, and he splooched it a little bit.
He did splooge.
And I think you'll be able. We'll if it's not. Well, you know what? We'll post it in Slimer. You decide for yourself if you can see where he was startled.
You can see the anger in his piss.
Yeah, if you can see him noticing us
startled.
in his piss, like a Rorschach test.
Yeah,
this is like that, but with this man's piss.
It was wild.
Anyway, who's your bad boy? Oops. Who's your bad boy on the block?
Let's see here. Oh, let's go with it was my bad boy of the year. Literally, it's this fucking group thread. It was popping off when we were out of town. And it's like, I love being a little Sherlock trying to decipher what's happening here, because I'm like, what's happening?
There drama?
I don't even fucking remember what day it was, but like, I've been saving people's names because I want to know who's like saying things. So I'm like, okay, that's so and so in apartment, whatever. And this person like went into the thread and said, hey, there's someone trying to get into my apartment. My mom is staying in my apartment, and like they keep hearing someone scratching at the door. It's like, okay.
It's a cougar.
So what? It's a cougar. It's absolutely P26.
It's P22's ghost.
P22's ghost is out there. But like, people are replying being like, I'm not home, but like maybe so-and-so can check. And like I don't even know. Like everyone's just like offering their weird thing, and me and Carlos aren't even in the city, just being like, what the fuck is happening? We're just staring at the text being like, what is this? And then finally someone musters the courage to walk out of the courtyard into the courtyard and look at the door, and someone had dumped a bunch of like Halloween decor that like this person I guess had put but didn't clean up. And it was so ominous because no one like fessed up to it either. There was no like further.
So you think somebody? Okay, see, when you text me that, I thought it was like maybe all of the Halloween decor was like stacked next to the door, and then it fell over, and she thought that.
No, it wasn't. I think someone was just like fed up with the fucking decor still being there, and it was like literally Christmas or something. And I think it was someone just being like, Jesus Christ, put this away.
And they just like threw it at the fucking door, and this woman thought someone was breaking in.
Yeah. And it was just like, oh my God.
Why wouldn't she open the door and to see what, or like.
And this is the second layer. And like, she was like, my mom is there. And I was like, your mom is there on Christmas?
You abandoned your mom with the haunted Christmas decoration.
What's happening? I was like,
what is it?
Okay, just say you have an Airbnb and move on. Like, what's going on over there?
That's so weird.
I don't know. I feel like someone was just staying at her place and like got freaked out.
But nobody fessed up.
Someone that like is from out of state and it was just like, I'm in LA and someone's trying to break in.
Oh, you're so right.
It was like, oh, like they sent the cops to the place. Like someone before
That's
even
so extra.
And I guess no one like walked up to the door to see a mound of fucking Christmas, Halloween decor.
Because when you sent it,
what
I
is
kind of
going
knew
on over there?
Like if you look at the door, you know immediately what happened.
Like someone just threw a bunch of decorations at the door.
Right.
Come on.
What's
going on?
And it was somebody on the text thread.
That's the other
Do you have
part.
a theory?
And no one. Yes, I do. I think it was the one, and I don't think I've showed you this, but
is it Laundry Nemesis?
No. Not Laundry Nemesis. But there was a note that was left by someone, and I wish I could find it right now. Oof, I really wish I could. I'll have to send it to you. But it was like someone else complaining about someone being so stompy. So it's someone that lives, and I'm not going to say their apartment. This out. But like, so I think it's the same person. I think that person who's not confrontational and like doesn't actually go up to people, just leaves notes places, is the same person that just like scooped up the decorations and was like,
I mean, that's a good guess.
yeah, because I don't know who else would do it. I'm a little bit of a detective.
You kind of are.
Yeah.
I mean, but
you
you
put
would
some of that in, just like take out maybe apartment numbers.
But you would never rat her out.
I would never.
Well then, my bad boy on the block.
Complain fest.
Have I talked about acupuncture on the pod?
A little bit.
Okay, so I'm doing acupuncture.
I think you've talked about it only a smidge though.
Okay, it's not. I mean, it's not incredibly exciting. Mm-hmm. Whatever, I'm doing it.
This was. Oh no, now I remember what it is.
And I went in the other day.
Oh my god.
And she put in like a lot of needles this time because like last time I went, I had a cold.
Do you love it?
I like it.
Okay, just
love?
like
I don't know.
But do you like exfoliating? Like, or how are you with pain?
Fine.
You're fine with pain.
It doesn't hurt though. Have you ever done it?
No, I've never done it.
It doesn't hurt. It's like, it's more so just like, it's very relaxing and like zen. And, you know, you like feel very like the first couple times I really felt like I was on drugs when she did it. Like it's very like intense sometimes. Mm-hmm. But last time I went, or 2 times ago, I had a cold. And so like she didn't do too many. And this time she was like, okay, we're going all out because you had a cold last time. And she put in so many fucking needles. It was wild. Mm. And so she puts this like, she puts them in, she puts on like some woo music, and she puts this like a weighted eye mask on, which is my favorite thing. Mm. So she goes out and I'm just laying there chilling and I like hear some creaking and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize there was a second story to this to this place. Okay. Weird. And you know, like you can kind of hear what's happening in the lobby and stuff. So I didn't think too much of it. And then I heard this like humongo crash. Nice. And I have like needles in my hand. So I like pull off the eye mask. Kind of like I didn't even for a second I like forgot I had the needles because it was like so shocking. I pulled off the eye mask and the ceiling had literally collapsed. Like
that's so nuts.
And we'll put a photo of the ceiling in Wilmer Sliderama.
I just remembered it. It's a good picture. Wow. Can't wait.
And the acupuncturist came in. She was so stressed out. She was like, well, this isn't very relaxing. Anyway, I got that session for free.
Poor thing. Do you think any of the wall got inside of your body?
No, because it was on the other side of the room. But it did like collapse like onto my clothing and pants and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh my God. Maybe it got in your body.
Might be in my body, baby.
I would be like, Jared, bring me new clothing. She should have given you her sweater.
She should have given me the clothes off her back, and she should have performed naked for the rest of the day. But she did give me the session.
My name
is
Diane. If you want a 5-star from me, you perform naked.
She was so frazzled. I think she was
I'd
scared.
be so pissed. But I'd also be like, insurance?
I wasn't that pissed.
No, if I would be pissed if I were her. Because it's so like embarrassing as a business owner to get that fucking shit happening.
Yeah, I guess like she
has
that
shit happening.
She has a person that is like in the clinic with her, and
they crashed through the walls because they were a hider in the house.
Yeah, her co-acupuncturist is the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh my God, I have to tell you about an idea I had.
Okay. And she was like, my colleague told me that the ceiling was wet, but I didn't realize it was like this wet.
Yikes.
And I was like, well, yeah.
Well, how did your colleague know about the wet ceiling and didn't think it was a big deal?
So like they clearly put like, they taped like a plastic, like a garbage bag to the ceiling that I didn't notice until it was no longer with us. But yeah, it was a bit dramatic.
That's a rotten fucking floor.
Yeah.
What was above it? Like, what if there was a fucking, not a bathtub, but you know what I mean?
I think it's a
piano vibes.
one-story.
Oh, so it's just like roof?
Yeah, it's roof. Because remember, it rained. You were in Arizona. It rained last week.
Yeah, I'm surprised our place didn't flood, but I guess it didn't.
Hey, mazel tov. So yeah, I guess my bad boy would be the block, the pisser on the block, and also the
pisser on the block,
the ceiling on the ground.
That was fucking wild. Yeah, I really can't believe. I think the text thread was really my least favorite.
You hate this text thread.
It's really driving me nuts. These people, there's a reason, they're your neighbors and not like your friends.
Absolutely.
That's all I'll say. But some, you know what? I like some of my neighbors. I always like some of my neighbors. I have very good relationships with my neighbors. Some of them, so unneighborly, I can't stand it.
There's like something about neighbors and coworkers where like
same vibe.
That friend line, you need to walk it very carefully. You need to be very purposeful about the neighbors you make your friends and the coworkers you make your friends. And it's definitely not all of them.
It's not all of them. You can't have them all.
Most likely none of them.
Or a select few.
A very select few.
I also realize the ones I talk to are the oldest people in the building.
Makes sense.
There you go.
And it's like also the same thing, which is as coworkers, which is like when you no longer work there or you no longer live there, you're probably not going to talk to them anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, I went to like one thing of like an ex-neighbor friends thing recently. It was like, not recently, it was like 2 years ago when I think about it.
Yeah.
That's really wild. I haven't seen those people in so long.
I've worked with
sunrise,
not to brag, but I've had a bajillion jobs. And I would say like the people I'm friends with from my job, I can count on one hand.
Yeah.
And really they're from various jobs throughout the years.
And it's only like one from each one. It's really not like that crew I used to hang out with at my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild to think that.
Occasionally there will be a get together and I'll attend and it'll be fine. But, I'm not going to tell them about my life.
So glad we met so many people off of Twitter when we moved here.
I know.
That was oddly divine.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Like if I moved here now, I don't know how I would make friends.
Ew, so sad.
Depressing.
So sad for people that are transplants nowadays.
Must be horrible not to have tweet ups.
Oh, God.
All right, well, let's jump into some updates.
Yummy.
I actually have a lot. Okay, let's start with this one. So it was said that court documents naming Jeffrey Epstein's associates are going to be unsealed and that more than 150 names are going to be released. I did everything right and they indicted me.
But not Trump.
You don't think he'll be on it?
I don't think so. I don't think he was even on there. I think he was just, or maybe he was.
It'll be, I think, like, we know Billy Clinton is going to be on there. I bet
Matt Groening's on there. I know he was.
Macaroni?
Macaroni. Matt Groening.
Matt Groening,
He was on the plane.
We know Matt Groening was on the plane. We know, obviously, Prince Andrew's going to be on there. But we don't know. I feel like there are going to be some shockers. Who's
like a shocker, you think? Like
I saw one person say...
It's going to be like
this
Iggy
is
Pop.
Pure speculation.
Oh.
Bill Murray.
Oh, I kind of believe that. I mean, God, I hate to say that. Hate to feed the rumor mill, but I kind of believe that.
This was something I saw on TikTok that was rumor. I'm watching every Bill Murray movie so I can enjoy it before Jeffrey Epstein's plane logs are released or something.
It's kind of funny. Can you imagine? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
now I kind of want to look up that theory on Reddit.
Yeah, look up the theory on Reddit. I don't think there will be that many shockers. People are talking about Oprah being on there, and I'm like...
That's just weird.
Maybe she was on the plane. I mean, maybe she...
Oprah gets a pass for some reason. It's just like, maybe she was just on to inspect
Maybe she was
the
just on the plane. Maybe she was just doing TSA.
She was definitely absolutely doing TSA that day. For a show.
For some reason, I really hope that she wasn't.
I don't even I'm sure she's a monster because she's a rich person, but
yeah,
she is. I mean, she's done some dumb shit.
You don't think Trumpadoodle-Doo is going to be on it?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just
Julie Bully
maybe Julie. Maybe Julie. He could definitely die this year.
I know. We think so.
We definitely think so.
He could definitely take his own life.
Julie Bully Bing Bong Bye Bye.
Julie Bully Bing Bong Bye Bye. Jeffrey Epstein plane.
I really think so.
Into the ocean.
I mean, that would really set him over the edge. I think.
But they said 150 names.
My fucking God. Do you think Oh, I just saw a cat run by. Which one is it? Oh, it's a gray one. Oh, two of them. Oh, wow. Those are related.
That's what I said.
Wow. I just saw the two were ladies.
It was Smoothie and Floofy.
Smoothie and Floofy. Wow, those are her two names for these two cats that are just
Yeah,
ferals.
and then Julia named one Tuxedo Johnson.
Yeah, I love that name personally. If I can find a well, actually, I did take a picture of who was it? Smoothie.
No, it was Floofy.
Floofy and Tuxedo Johnson.
Tuxedo Johnson, I've definitely talked about on the pod because we have crushes on each other, but he hates me now.
Okay, perfect.
He's not interested in me anymore. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
that's
like
because he has so
definitely-
many cats to hang out with.
When it
But like,
comes to the
why so
cats-
gloomy and like, why are they so active today? Do they think it's nighttime?
I don't know. They've really been running. They've been very active today. It's true.
amok.
So that's Jeffrey Epstein's plane.
Well, drive that plane straight into the ocean. Well, maybe don't ruin the environment. How about just into the sky?
Yeah, you're right. Into the sky.
I hope it just disintegrates.
I am intrigued by who's going to be on it. I mean, I have no allegiance.
Got
to
it.
any
When are we going to
celebrity,
know? When are we going to know?
I
Should we
think
start a
they
countdown?
said in the next couple weeks, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was somehow.
I mean, finally, January has so many good things coming up. We'll talk about it in TV Talk.
Okay.
But finally, a January to look forward to, I got to say.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it somehow was delayed or never happened. You know what I mean? Because, like, the people are quite powerful. But a judge judged it. So
A judgy judger.
we'll
Did
see.
a whole bunch of judgers.
Shakira Shakira.
Shakira.
We'll put this in Wilmer Sliderama.
Yep.
There was a Shakira statue erected
shit.
in her Colombian hometown of Barranquilla.
Perfect. I love her.
It's a pretty nice statue, although her feet are like, she's not wearing shoes in it. And I do feel like statues should be wearing shoes. My name is Zoe Clark.
Always. Wait, is there a third cat? You know what? This place, though, no rats.
There's
Not a
three
rat
cats.
to be
There's
seen.
Floofy, there's Smoothie, and there's Tuxedo Johnson.
Okay, but there's another one that looks either like floofy or... Okay, whatever. Maybe they're just fast, because I swear one just came by again.
Yeah, they're
But if they're going on some kind of track that I don't see...
they're doing their track around.
Beep-up-a-doo.
So we'll definitely put Shakira Statue in Wilmer. Did you see it?
Yeah, and her feet. No, I haven't seen it yet. That's
It's
beautiful.
very bronze.
Oh, I can't wait to
It's a
see
bronze
this.
statue, and people like danced like a medley of the music in front of it.
That is so
And
weird.
they did a medley of her tax fraud in front of it.
Wow, how beautiful. What a beautiful thing to... Just kidding. But you know what? Good for her.
Oh wow! I can't believe we're just getting to this one now. Gypsy Rose released
This
from
week.
prison, and the internet is not being chill about it.
It's so weird. It's so weird. I mean, like, does she like the attention? Can we tell? I don't know.
I think. She made a TikTok today.
I mean, she's very ripe for reality, but
I
don't know what's going to
I
happen.
hope she just like stays out of the limelight.
It's not going to happen.
I mean, she can write a book. Like, let her write a book. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Write a book, release it, do a little bit of a tour. I'll read her book. Like,
I'd read her book.
I read Julia Fox's book. I'll read Gypsy Rose's book.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. What do you give that out of 5? What do you think?
I'd give it a 4.7.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Damn, bitch.
I really liked Julia Fox's book. I liked it more than Britney's book.
Yeah.
I mean,
Britney's book was fine. I think she really rushed it, but that's fine. Get that out.
yeah, the internet's just like very
It's
doing
very,
it with the memes and
like, slay. And you're
it's
like,
very slay.
wow.
it's so slay.
I mean, it would be very strange to, like, co-kill your mom.
Yeah.
I know you didn't kill your mom with your own hands, but, like, you definitely instructed a
You
little.
definitely like killed your mom and
In a
went to
way.
jail for it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have killed your mom. You definitely should have killed your mom.
I was really in self-defense. I don't think you
I'm
could have
really
gotten
happy
that
that you
away.
killed old Dee Dee, but you did kill her.
Dee Dee was a weirdo.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just
Dee Dee-
sugarcoating it.
Dee Dee deserves to die, but you did go to jail, and then I think it was just like
I mean, Dee Dee really, like, we'll talk about it later, but, like, the amount of child abuse is insanity.
I know. Well, it's like Mommy, Dead, and Dearest came out when she was in prison, and then the scripted series on Hulu came out a
Which is
couple
also
years
very
ago,
good.
and then wasn't there another thing a few months ago that came out?
Early TV Talk, it's coming out in January. That's well, I don't know. Maybe
like
there is
the Gypsy
something
Rose
else.
Speaks.
Yeah, that's coming out. I think the 4th or something.
Okay.
On, like, Lifetime.
Oh,
Perfect channel.
that's so exciting.
Wonderful channel. Never did anything wrong with it.
So I'm excited for that, but I guess it's just like I don't think she knew what was going to happen. I mean, how could she have known? Mm-hmm. But she's married, and
I mean, it's kind of like she got out for good behavior or whatever a little early, right? Where'd you find this guy? Or more so, where did this man find her? I can't wait to see.
it was like a bet or something where he was with his friend, and his friend was like, I want to write to Tiger King. And then he was like, well, if you're going to write to Tiger King, I'm going to write to Gypsy Rose.
What?
And that's how it started. And then they just
they
started
fell in love?
corresponding. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's...
Which to me, like, to me, that's a little bit better than him being like, I'm going to pursue Gypsy Rose as my lover.
I mean, I certainly hope that's what it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the best way to meet someone. It's could it be this
Could
way?
it be Jailhouse Correspondence? Could it be
that
OK
way?
Cupid? Who knows?
Who knows? What's the best way?
So that's the Gypsy Rose of it all.
Beautiful.
There's a weird Eminem update.
Oh, yeah.
You're not into the Housewives.
No.
Me neither.
Which Housewives is it? I
Um,
mean, I'm not into it, but which one is it?
Potomac.
Okay.
So Eminem has filed a protective order amid his ongoing trademark battle with Real Housewives of Potomac stars Giselle Bryant and Robin Dixon.
That's so random.
So he's suing them because they came out with a podcast called Reasonably Shady.
Okay.
And he claims that the name might cause some confusion because he's shady.
What the fuck? I mean, come on. You can't own everything.
Agreed. So he
Do you
filed...
agree with your boyfriend right now?
What?
Do you agree with your boyfriend right now?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
So he filed a protective order so he wouldn't have to attend the deposition
Interesting.
in person.
Okay.
It just seems like if you're going to sue them, just go to the fucking deposition. Also, like, you don't own the word shady.
He's Eminem. He's not going to go to a deposition. He's just like, I would literally rather be eating cereal in my boxers right
If
now.
he had like a record called Reasonably Shady, fine.
I mean, does he? I wouldn't even know at this point.
No, I don't think so. But
Yeah.
like the word shady is a whole
You
thing.
don't own the word shady. It means a number of things. It means
And
like, shaded area.
It does. Also, like, shade has become bigger than you, Eminem. And you know it pains me to say it.
That's kind of weird.
I know.
Poor guy. He is so irrelevant now. No offense to your boyfriend.
How dare
That
you?
he has to like start up a lawsuit.
Okay, this is an interesting little tidbit. Sources say that Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew are going to remarry.
Why?
I don't know.
Money? Probably money. That has to be money.
Maybe her name is also on the Flint Logs.
Oh, no. Maybe.
Spicy take.
Ew. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
Damn it. I really wish there were like... I hope there were like
we'll have to do a special...
somewhere.
When that comes out, we'll do a special episode.
Oh, okay. Special episode about
Yeah.
all the bad boys on the list and girls.
Probably. And Oprah, maybe, possibly, allegedly. Okay.
Definitely
then
Oprah.
I told you we had a lot. Danny Masterson is in prison now. He was admitted to prison.
Wow.
after
His
conviction.
His mugshot, creepy.
Not good.
I don't like you. So creepy.
I don't. We won't put it in Wilmer because it's not great. And then
Smiling. I don't want to see that.
So every year on Christmas time, Kevin Spacey posts like a completely unhinged video as his character.
I forgot that he did that somehow. I mean,
as his character
maybe
from House of Cards.
Maybe to protect myself, I forgot that he did.
I watched 2 minutes of this one. It was a sit down with him and Tucker Carlson,
Too much.
where like Tucker Carlson was interviewing him as his House of Cards character,
Go
as
home.
if he's running for president.
Go to bed.
Go to bed, /hell also.
It's so weird.
And yeah, we'll put a screenshot in Wilmer Sliderama because it was incredibly strange. I don't know like what. Yeah, it's very concerning, and he has like. Have you seen any of the Glass Onion? What's it called?
Oh yeah.
With Daniel Craig.
1 second.
Knives Out.
Knives Out. Yeah, I've seen now I forget if I've seen Glass Onion.
His accent sort of reminds me of Daniel Craig's in Knives Out. Where it's like the southern drawl.
Oh. I
Was
mean,
that a perfect accent?
It
or
was
what?
honestly a really good job. You did a perfect job. Yeah, you know what? And it's Craig is
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig British?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I
Bond.
actually forget.
Yeah.
Are all Bonds British, or
Yeah.
are some putting on an accent, or do
No,
you
they're
have
all
to be
British.
I've never even thought about that.
They're all
Dun,
British.
dun, dun, dun. Did you play Goldeneye?
I did.
I did like Goldeneye. That was kinda
Goldeneye
fun.
was fun
Definitely fun.
because you would like shoot people, but
That's
not.
my first gun experience.
but
and
it wasn't
really.
too. It wasn't too violent.
No.
It
It was just violent enough, like that it looked extremely fake. So
Did
it was
you?
like,
You know how like Odd Job was short?
Oh yeah, there's Boris or something.
Yeah.
I think he was also short.
There was like
Old
one
Russian
woman.
guy. Yeah, I was always a short Russian guy though.
Okay, perfect.
I want to be as ugly as possible.
Okay, and then this is the last one. We have not talked about this individual, but I just thought it was on brand. Paula Abdul accused American Idol producer Nigel Lithgow
What is
of
that
sexual
about?
assault in
Curious.
a lawsuit. So this lawsuit was filed under the California version of the law that allowed a 1-year window for victims to file lawsuits involving sexual abuse claims after the statute of limitations went out. That expired on today, December 31st. So there was a similar law in California that was like the 1-year thing. I still don't understand.
I'm so confused by that. Okay, whatever.
So the lawsuit
She slipped it in.
alleges
Thank God.
a couple instances of groping and forcible kissing.
On the set of the show?
Yeah.
So in the last 1 year, in the last 10 years?
No. It's past the statute of limitations. It was in like 2007 or something.
Oh, so that's the big thingy.
And
I'm not even sure when that show started or ended, gotta say. Sorry to American Idol. Not a good show.
I think it's still on.
Is it still on?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And
Is she
the
still on?
lawsuit also accuses him of taunting her
Yeah, that's just
about
weird.
the assault, saying to her years later that they should celebrate because the statute of limitations had run out.
Is he stupid?
I think they always think they're invincible.
God, I hate people.
So I don't even know who Nigel Lithgow is, but obviously justice for Paula Abdul. I mean, like, how can you not
Poor
love Paula?
I mean,
I know.
why would you do it? I mean, why would you do anything to anyone? Evil. But like Paula, she's tired.
So they were on American Idol together. He produced it, and then he also produced So You Think You Can Dance, and I think she was a judge on that show as well. I don't know the exact years, but I do know the statute of limitations had run out for her to pursue any sort of legal recourse. So she did
I really hate it when, like, on top of it, it's at work.
I know.
It's just so annoying.
And it's always like, well, why didn't you say anything? It's like, well, he was the producer in charge of the show. He gave me a fucking job. Like, what was I supposed to do?
My entire livelihood was at stake if he fired me.
And obviously no one would believe her.
Whatever. So annoying.
So
Trash.
get your money, Paula, or whatever. Drag his name through the mud. I mean, like, who is this man anyway? You're Paula fucking Abdul. Ruin his life, please.
Yeah, why not?
Those are all the updates.
What a motley crew.
What a motley crew. Nightmare scenario. So let's shut the door on those updates and celebrate in front of the Shakira statue.
Wow, I can't wait. Angel.
Oh, so true. Huh. I don't think he was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. Mark McGrath.
I would
That
be
would
really
be
upset.
deeply
We'd have to
upsetting.
change everything.
We'd have to
I don't
completely
think-
rehaul the pod.
Yeah, it would be really weird. And then every time we talked about Mark McGrath, he'd be like, oh.
He'd be kind of young, though.
I guess. When do you think?
I don't know.
My name is Julie Davidovich, and I just don't think Mark McGrath is a pervert. But if he is, let me know.
Yeah, agreed. I fully agree with that.
I'll
I think
fully
he's
believe you.
a loser, but not a pervert.
I think he's a loser, but not a pervert. My name is Diane.
My name is also Diane. All right, who's your good boy this week?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I got a weird gift. Like,
Oh.
it was like a pre-gift that I couldn't take. Well, it was like I don't want you to really open this up in front of your family gift. And I was like, fair.
Vibrator?
No. But I did get one once as a gift.
Okay, perfect.
But it was not in front of my family. That never do that to anyone.
No, seriously.
That would be really gross.
Also, like, don't give somebody a vibrator unless they ask for it.
Though I'm also sure at least one person has done that.
Definitely. And they were
At
like,
least
ha
by
ha ha,
ac-
this is so funny. And I'm
And then
like,
it ended up on like America's Funniest Home Videos.
yeah.
With like a gargantuan
America's worst
80s
family home
vibrator.
videos. Totally.
Terrible show. I can't believe I used to like actually think it was good as
It's
a
still
child.
that is also still on.
I can't believe it's on.
And I think it's hosted
so
by
bad.
Alfonso Ribeiro
Well,
from Fresh
congratulations
Prince.
to you.
I know, I'm so happy for him.
What were we even talking about? Oh yeah, it's like a weed grinder.
Oh yeah, you
that
showed me
grinds
it on
itself,
Zoom.
but it does actually sound like a vibrator. Did I good boy it already?
No, you didn't good boy it. I just you hadn't used it when
Typical me. Wouldn't good boy it when he's literally in the room behind me.
Yeah,
I
he
have
was-
to good boy it when he's not in the room.
Well, and it works.
Oh yeah, she works. I love it. And it's nice,
And you
especially
don't have
when
to
I
get your
like.
fingers all clanky.
I definitely have to take the stems out, but like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm really good at rolling my own joints. I don't mean to toot my own horn.
Yeah, but it's still nice to have them grind it for you.
Especially if like you do your own nails,
Yeah.
because it's really annoying.
It does
like
get stuck in there.
yeah, it really well, it fucks up your manicure for sure if you just did your nails. So like just being able to put the weed in there and it makes a really annoying sound, but then dumps out your weed all nice and grinded. Very
And it's
cute.
a fine grind.
It's a fine grind.
Delicious.
Delicioso. Didn't think I needed it, but now I love it.
Perfect.
Very
That's the
weird.
best kind of gift, is one that you would never buy yourself, but then use and like.
And then I used it today and I was like, bitch, I just did my nails and my nails are still good.
My mom got me a very strange gift. She always gets me like,
But it wasn't good or weird or good.
I can't explain it. It's sort of like a fanny pack-ish, but it's called like a bandy band.
Bandy. Oh, Bandy, like the,
I don't know.
Bandy like a company, or maybe I'm misremembering.
I think it is a company. It's basically like a spandexy band that's like a belt. And there's a pocket in there that you can put like your phone and your wallet and stuff in, but it doesn't zip. It like flaps over. We'll put it in Wilmer.
So curious.
I took it on a walk when I took the dogs, and it was
Handy Bandy?
a handy bandy, but it was not something I want to be seen in
Ugh, I hate
because
that.
it's a hideous.
Moms try. They
Item.
really, really try.
Um,
And they
yeah.
find out you like one thing and you're like, I didn't mean to give me 30 of it for the rest of my life. I'm going to take a picture of you.
Oh, right.
And sometimes my mom loves to just see things on sale and be like, oh, that's something she'll like. I'm like, I don't know why you think I like this, but
No one knows.
I'm going to keep the tag on this and sell this. Thank you.
Adorbs. My good boy. So I saw this thing on TikTok. Sorry about it. That was like, save your vegetable scraps and then make a stock out of it.
Oh, yeah. Yum, yum.
And I did it, and it was very effective. Here's the thing,
What
though.
were your scraps?
So one of my scraps was beetroot,
Okay.
and it was like the leaves,
Random.
and the stalk was a bit red. But then when I actually like made the soup and like sauteed onions and carrots and celery and garlic and all that stuff and then poured it in, it was no longer red, but there was
together.
a slight red tinge to it. And I think like when I do it again, I'm going to add like an onion, because I just did the scraps, and it was like, it had scallions, Brussels sprout ends, a lot of kale stems, mostly kale stems, and then like the beetroot ends, and
It's
then
healthy
like
as fuck.
it was healthy as fuck, and then like a couple like sweet potato butts.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a good little stocky.
It was a good little stock, and you just put it in, you cover it in water, you let it sit for like 45 minutes. Well, you let it like simmer for 45 minutes, and then it was a completely solid stock. But
Base
yeah,
for your
I'm
soups?
gonna.
What
I'm
kind of
gonna
soup did you make with it?
I'm gonna add carrots and onions next time, I think.
Yum.
Just to give it a little more something.
What kind of soup
I
did you make
made-
with that?
It was like kale, white bean, and
Oh.
rotini, like pasta.
Oh, that's
Noodle.
actually a really tasty.
It was tasty. I was like, should I add noodles? Because then when you end up like, when you you make the noodles and your first bowl that night is perfect, but then when you microwave it later, the noodles are overcooked. But I did it.
You did it.
I did
mean,
it.
It happens.
Anyway, so I definitely recommend making your own vegetable stock.
That's a tasty.
Pop all your vegetable scraps in a freezer bag. When it's filled, make a stock, make a soup,
Pop it in the freezer.
pop it in
They
the freezer.
stay fresh as fuck.
They stay
It's
fresh
cool
as
that you can just make your own fucking broth. And
I've never done it before. I've never thought to do it before.
I mean, I've never actually made a veggie broth. I've only made like an animal broth. But yeah, I've never thought to do it. I should just do it. It's so easy.
It's really easy. You just have to remember to save the scraps.
That's the thing I don't remember to do. I love just
Yeah.
putting shit in the trash.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
I don't have a compost either. If I had a compost, I would be a different person.
we compost.
Ugh, I wish I could.
Yeah. I think you should look up the rules in LA, because here you can put it in the green bin, your yard scraps. But I guess you have a dumpster in the back.
We have a dumpster and a blue. We don't have a green because we're not homeowners. So it's like, I think it's more of like a home thing. Maybe some
Interesting.
buildings have it, but
We
like
definitely
we
had
don't
a
have
green,
bin.
at our old place.
We didn't have a green, but you lived in a house again. Like
Yeah,
it was a
it's true.
house.
It was.
So yeah, I don't know. Apartments don't really get it.
That's so stupid.
It is really weird. I think that maybe you can call and request, but I still think it's a residential.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Well, okay.
It's
Let's
like,
move on
where are
to.
you gonna put it, baby?
I don't know. Let's move on to TV talk.
Okay, I have to pee.
Okay. TV talk. What are your TV talks?
Well, let's see. I honestly, we watched The Curse because we were in Prescott and we were showing it to my brother and my mom. So I watched that again.
I've not been keeping up with it.
Yeah, again, well, we talked about it because it's like, it's not haha funny. It's like, ugh, cringe funny.
Yeah.
You're like, ugh, we all know what this type is like.
You need to gear up to watch it.
You do. It's kind of like a bit of a knot. You're just like, ugh.
Do you watch rap shit?
No.
It's on Max.
I haven't kept up.
Did you watch the first season?
I watched the first couple episodes of the first season.
I didn't really like the season 2, which is what just finished airing. But Jabuki is in it.
Oh, really?
He's really good. I love.
They got kicked off of Twitter.
Yeah,
he's so funny.
So funny. But he's like, he can act.
Yeah,
like a lot of times, like people.
I saw him in a movie, and I didn't love the movie, but good actor.
Yeah, he is a good actor, and like I have such low expectations for internet people or people I know from the internet.
I mean, listen, 2 of us are internet people.
We're internet people, and I have low expectations.
Very low expectations.
Could not expect less of myself. So
hell no.
I was very impressed, and he's very good in it. But the show itself, I feel like the first season was better. That's just me.
Happens.
It does.
I feel like I haven't watched any TV because we've been out of the city, but like I'm definitely looking forward to the Natalia.
Oh, Natalia
Orphan.
Grace. Yep.
Is it Natalia Grace? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's coming out literally tomorrow. Oh,
I didn't know that.
It's Jan 1st. Yeah,
Oh
I think
my
it's
God,
also a
that's
lifetime.
That's so exciting.
I know, it's very exciting.
Perfect. We'll talk about that next week.
She's talking to her asshole dad, and like her dad storms out at one point and like slams the door. It's great. I can't wait. He's such a drama queen.
I love him. I hate him, but you know what I mean.
Love and hate,
Love,
he's a bit of a George Santos rising in that. Like he can't stop
he's
watching.
He's a bit of a lie. Oh.
And a liar. Yes, of course.
But he's not gay.
Oh, I guess not. But I don't know. Who knows?
Did you watch Hell Camp?
Not yet, but
okay.
I was talking to someone who was watching it yesterday. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, I know someone went to a hell camp. You're always a person I have to mention that went to a hell camp.
I did go to a hell camp.
And I always verify that it was absolute hell.
It was absolute hell. Yeah, so there's a docu-waki-doo-doo on Netflix called Hell Camp, and it's about a wilderness program that was out in the 90s, and it was run by this absolute socio-bocio, and he kept getting shut down and then kept finding a way to reopen these camps. He was like absolutely addicted to abusing children, but in like long game abuse.
It's so nuts.
And yeah, it was it wasn't exactly like the program that I went to. It was like the blueprint. You know, it was like a little bit more, it lasted longer, it was more remote, and the one I went to had like 1 hour of therapy a week, and this place had none.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to my program.
You had so much therapy.
After I watched it, I was like, I wonder if anyone's done anything about the programs that I went to. And I looked it up, and a guy who's like a New Yorker reporter wrote a book about the wilderness program I went to. It's called Troubled.
Was it a first-hand account, or just like he did research?
But he did go to it.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Oh.
But it wasn't... Yeah, so he went to the program that I went to, but then basically he told the story through like another person's story.
Curious.
That he like interviewed. And it is like the things that you remember when hearing about it. It's like, it doesn't exactly re-traumatize me, but it is kind of like, oh yeah, fuck, I completely forgot about that. Like we had to do this thing called sumping, which is like...
Wow.
It was all about like leave no trace. So we would have oatmeal in the morning. Anything we eat, we had to clean by like pouring water into it and drinking it, and pouring water into it and drinking it over and over again. And you weren't allowed to like pour anything out into the ground. So you would eat like oatmeal or like lentils.
Oh shit.
And you would have to like pour water into it and drink it until the cup was clean.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
It was disgusting.
That's so gross. Why couldn't you pour lentil juice on the floor?
Because it wasn't leaving no trace.
That's grotesque.
There were just
I thought leaving no
us...
trace meant more of like leaving, like having a litterless lunch. Like they used to teach us at Forest Valley. This was not a children's camp or whatever.
Yeah.
This was somewhere we went to learn about maple trees and sap production.
Yeah.
But we'd have to bring like a litterless lunch, and they were like, that's how you respect this, by bringing something that you reuse and recycle.
We had to clean the cups by like drinking the lentil water.
That is just torture.
I know, like sometimes
lentil water
like they would like
can go on the ground.
There are things that I just forgot. Like if anyone misbehaved, you wouldn't get salt and pepper for your dinner. It's like stuff like that where it's like,
just weird.
Yeah, I'm like, how is this teaching us anything?
Ugh, I hate it.
Anyway, I thought...
And you almost had your appendix explode, but...
I know. Well,
I
just feel very lucky that I was believed.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a lawsuit on their hands.
You literally could have died.
I literally could have died. I think about it all the time.
That's nuts.
And
it
if
is
I was
weird the kind of like the lengths that they push children to.
Yeah.
They think that they're like, I don't even think that they think that they're invincible, but I don't think that they understand the toxic qualities that kind of pass.
Yeah. I mean, these programs still exist. They're still like, there are kids hiking in fucking Utah right now.
I can't watch that scared straight shit. I can't watch a bunch of fucking like adult people yell into kids' mouths. I think it's so disgusting.
I mean, and you know, like this one... Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, it's interesting. It wasn't really like the program that I went to at all, but it was still like, you know, there's similarities. There's like the connection with nature stuff that they like preach about. It's like, this is so,
feels a little false.
It's literally exclusively a money grab. Like, let's not lie about what it is. It's so that they can like get money out of parents under the guise of like, we're helping you.
They don't really feel like professionals to me.
They're not. The people at the program, the wilderness program I went to, they were all like 22 years old.
Yeah, they're
and
just
they had
swindling
like
people.
1 day of training.
Ugh, that is so fucked up, and they're in charge of children.
Yeah.
It's
like
so nuanced. You
children.
can't just do that. Especially children who are a little troubled. Quote unquote.
Some of them are like detoxing off of drugs.
That's
like
just,
real shit.
It's not a blanket Band-Aid fix for all children. Band-Aid. I hate that.
Anyway, I thought the documentary was interesting.
Curious.
I thought they did a good job, like featuring the stories of the people who went to the camps. There was like an instructor who had like a breathing tube situation, who was talking. I mean, it's like they all think they were doing the right thing, and that's,
I guess, but so do the Tiger King people. You know what I mean? Like they really thought they were taking care of tigers in a facility that, you know,
like, somebody has to take care of these hold up tigers. It may as well be me because I care about tigers.
I love animals, so like, I can't be abusing them right now. Yeah.
Other than that, I watched the Daniel Radcliffe's documentary about his Harry Potter stuntman who got paralyzed. Do you know about that?
I don't.
So his stuntman for like the first 6 Harry Potter movies, it was like the second day of it was like pre-production on the last one.
Wait, yeah.
And there was like a trick where he had to get like slammed against a wall or something. And he did it and like broke his neck and he's paralyzed now.
That's awful.
And so Daniel Radcliffe did a documentary about him. That was really sad. I had a hard time sleeping that night.
That's really, really, really
also
sad.
On Max.
Well, Max, I mean, you know, listen, sometimes.
So 2 depressing documentaries for you to watch if you're nasty. It's
this time of year, you know, for depressing documentaries. I used to think January was the saddest time of the year. I think it's more of a November. I think November's sadder for some reason.
Like at least in January 6th, like the Gypsy Rose, January 6th. At least in January, the Gypsy Rose documentary came out, and January 6th happened.
And January 6th happened.
Never forget.
Gypsy Rose would never let that happen, though.
No, if she would have Mark Wahlberg January 6th, if she were out and about when it happened,
then it would have never happened.
Would have never happened. Any other TV talks?
I don't think so. Sorry I made that sound, everyone. That was my mouth.
Everyone loved it.
It sounded like a small weird fart.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Email Diane at badboypod.com your New Year's resolutions, because I don't have any.
She has a page of them, and it's all eat
pray
more
love.
Squid. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Eat, pray,
eat
love.
more squid.
Eat, pray, love.
Eat more squid, pray more squid, love more squid. My name is Diane.
Oh, you're so right.
And then follow us at Bad Boy Podcast. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. You know how it is. And just like absolutely live, laugh, love squid.
Oh my God. Yeah. And if you're Diane, sit back with all your grandchildren and eat your weird caviar, whatever it is you do.
On your New Year's celebration.
She's a bit of a deviled egg bitch. Oh, do you think I'll have a deviled egg tonight? I fucking hope so.
God willing, with some gold leaf on it.
So. Oh, God willing.
You could definitely AI a deviled egg with gold leaf.
Oh shit. Wow. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm going to put that in Dolly. Wow. Kevin almost slipped off my lap like he was trying to kill himself this year. Can you imagine if Kevin killed himself on the last day of the year?
It could happen. We've all been there, Kevin. Oh.
Bam! Egg in the bottle.
Oh,
that's me tonight. Bam, egg in the bottle.
I hate when you do that.
You have to hear it in your ear later.
To you by Lady Parts.